Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And today I'm here to talk about another Malayalam film that has made its way to the OTT platform Manorama Max. The film is Live. Now this was one film that I was really waiting for. I missed out on its theatrical run. It seemed like a promising topic, and given that it is a Malayalam film and they are known to talk about pertinent issues or burning issues in a rather bold manner, I was really looking forward to watching Live. So, how is Live as a film? Let's find out. Coming to the story and screenplay, Live follows the story of a media that is creating a hype around a case of a mistaken identity. Now, the story here is very relevant, definitely, as we all know that media is basically a circus at the moment, and media trials and witch hunts are not unknown entities anymore. So it is a very pertinent issue, although it is not very novel, considering that many content has already been made in this space, but it was still a pertinent issue. But the writing here is very poor. It barely scratches the surface or barely even manages to put the point across. It is unlike a Malayalam film that is there. Now, the screenplay here, standing at a shade under 2 hours, it is just pale and absolutely misses the mark. Uh, I think the idea of it was okay, but otherwise, the story around that idea was very poor. I mean, you cannot not address the issue that was the germ of the story in the first place, right? So this drama here, it does open with the introduction of the protagonist, and it is a very loose kind of a start anyway, because there is no justification about the qualities of the character that are there. You are just told that that character is the best doctor in the state, XYZ, whatever the reason is, but it's not shown. I mean, why? And it's not used in the screenplay also. It's not shown as well as not used anywhere else in the screenplay. Now, this was one issue that I had right at the beginning with the introduction of all the principal characters, because none of them are really well etched out. When I say etched out, usually you are privy to cases where Malayalam cinema starts with the world building and the character development that seeps in slowly. Here it is neither. I mean, the world building isn't there, rarely there, and neither is the character well developed for any of the principal actors that are there, and that just made for a bizarre sort of a start. Even some of the sequences that are there, they're used as fillers instead of actually having some reference which would be a recall in the later part of the film. It's just through dialogues that many things are being told instead of being shown on screen, and I think that was one flaw. But it was this period that was probably the best for the entire film, because the period that follows for after the conflict, it makes for a very bad watch. I mean, I wouldn't mince my words in saying that the watch wasn't great at all. The proceedings are pale. Even the issues, it's barely being scratched on the surface. None of it really develops as to why it's happening. Uh, it doesn't get deeper into the media tactics that are there. It doesn't get deeper into the psyche of the victim that is there. None of it happens. It's just too shallow, that is shallow writing that is there, and it just doesn't impress one bit. Now, the moment I felt disconnected, there was this one twist that came along, and that made me ponder as to why I did not feel that shock value despite it coming out of nowhere. And the reason for that exactly was that the character, I was not emotionally invested in the journey of the characters. The character journey was just not there because the characterization was only not there. So it's all linked up if you see. So it did not really, I did not feel a thing about the characters in the film, and that did not result in the shock, that the impact that shock was there for. And the after the shock value, it just turns into a normal revenge drama, and it just makes for a horrible piece of writing that is there, which is unlike that of a Malayalam film. Malayalam films are usually excellent with their screenplay writing. This is far too loose, far too shallow, and it doesn't get deeper with its merits as well, so to say. Now, coming to the technical aspects, the dialogues, music, and the direction, the dialogues here are conversational, but they're preachy. Lines are told and not shown on screen as to why, what. Even the backstory of the media honcho head, it did not make sense at all. It was all told, and instead the focus was on the backstory for some reason. The lines are, it did not make a mark at all. Likewise, the music and the BGM are very average. The cinematography, editing are all right. Director VK Prakash misses the mark. He had a good concept in hand, a very relevant issue to be told through a story. He just misses the mark here. The direction just detours to a different direction, as I said, as opposed to digging deeper into the media side of it or the psyche of the victim. It just did not happen, and that was a reason for the downfall of the film. Coming to the performances, I felt the performances are also a mixed bag. None of the characters, because they're developed, they do not create an impact. Priya Warrior is just a one-dimensional character, and I really wish they would have tapped into the psyche of the character, as I've been saying it repeatedly throughout this video. Soubin Shahir also doesn't get much to do, and being a fan of his work, I really want him to choose correct scripts. Something that I was admiring his work until very recently. His choice of scripts have been a little faulty in the near memory that I can say. Likewise, Shine Tom Chacko, I think he did a good job, but I think he's being far too typecast in a similar kind of a role. I know he can be intimidating. I know he can play the bad guy, but can he play the other side of the spectrum? I think that needs to be seen, because this was again in the same space as to what has made him popular, let's just put it this way. But he's done a good job as well. But that one person that really stood out in the performance, I think, was Mamta Mohandas. She was assertive in her performance, and it was quite a towering performance in an otherwise losing cause, you can say. It was a very good performance. So overall, I felt Live is a shallow representation of a very pertinent issue. It is unlike a Malayalam film that I have seen. I mean, Malayalam films are far superior than this level, and I think this was a small blemish, you can say. It's a rare miss, and I did not like Live. If you had liking this video, please smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts on the Malayalam film Live in the comment section below. Share this video with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon. Also, if you'd like to read my detailed review of the film Live on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below, do visit that as well. Also follow me on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Letterboxd. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information is present on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, and on my social media handles. I'll see you again very soon with another video. Until then, take care of yourselves, and thank you so much for your continued love and support. Cheers.